Alright, YouTube, Random Ross. So, today's the first day of Creepypasta week. I'd done 2 other weeks before that, Monster Week and / Torture Gore week. Creepypasta week, and I thought, why not start this week off with an original Creepypasta that I've written myself. I've written 2 others which I'll also put on this week and read out. But this is the first one. It is called The Silent Slave. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think of it in the comments down below. If you want to like this video, please give it a like. If you want to share, please feel free to share. And also, subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you after this one. And yeah, there are also links to my Facebook page and my Twitter. So follow me on social media. I've got a like page on Facebook, please like that, and I've got a Twitter, so please follow me on that, and to stay updated and to see what I get up to outside of YouTube. So without further ado, I give to you my original Creepypasta, The Silent Slave, and I hope you enjoy it. I finally finished school for the summer, and I was looking forward to college. I was hoping for a lazy, summer in on my Xbox and chilling with my friends, but my mum told me I'd need to go out and get a summer job. I was just telling her, what part of a holiday don't you understand? She told me I can't just waste away my summer, and that I need to experience what it's like in the real world. She arranged for me to do some volunteer work at a farm, and that I would be going there next week. I was like, great. I'm not even getting paid for it either. Also, I was telling her I'm not going to try that hard to get it either. After the first week of the summer holidays, I was sent to my summer job at the farm. The farmer, who was a nice man, showed me around the farm, and afterwards told me till tomorrow I'm off farm duty, and that the real work starts bright and early. The farmer told me I can go anywhere in the farm except for the cornfield. I asked why, and he didn't want to talk about it. He then took me to my room. It was a nice small room. After unpacking, I had a stroll around the farm. My curiosity, though, about the cornfield got the better of me. So I went looking around, and then I stumbled across this sinister-looking scarecrow. I felt almost as if it was looking right at me. The farmer had caught me in the cornfield and was cross but quickly calmed down. He told me the reason why I shouldn't be in the cornfield is because it's a very valued livestock. He told me that supper is ready and that I should get an early night, as I had to get up at, stupid o'clock to feed the animals. I knew from what he told me that isn't the reason why I wasn't allowed in the cornfield. As I left the cornfield, I said to myself under my breath, I wish someone could do the stupid chores for me. I woke up at 4 a.m. The farmer told me, how did I know what to feed the animals? I told him I didn't. He then showed me all the animals were eating and some had just been fed. I was thinking, who could have got up just to feed the animals? The day went on. The farmer had me doing all kinds of jobs. As the workday came to an end, he showed me that tomorrow's job I'll be putting up a fence, and asked me if I can manage, as the farmer had to get up extra early to go into town for something. I just looked and thought, it will take me ages. I just wanted to sleep in. This volunteer work was exhausting. I just told myself, why can't this just be done by itself and painted by morning? The night came. I was having trouble sleeping. With it being a warm summer's night, I heard a noise outside. I looked outside of the window and saw something. It looked like a person. I wanted to wake the farmer and his wife up. He always had his bedroom door locked at 8 p.m. and didn't like to be disturbed, so I snuck out to see for myself. I then heard what sounded like hammering noises. I then looked and saw the strange person building the fence. The person turned around for me to only find it was the scarecrow. He then saw me and put his twig-like finger on his sewed-up mouth and then resumed working. I then went back to bed, thinking I must be dreaming, or the heat is just getting to me and making me see things. It was a warm summer's night, and it was probably making me see things. The next morning, before anyone got up, I went to the cornfield and went up to the scarecrow asking it, who is he? Who's in there? Is it just some local kids or someone messing around, playing a joke? I then heard the farmer coming outside. I had to get out of the cornfield. I then ran out to the fence. Then, to his surprise, the farmer, he was saying to me I'm a committed worker, but asked why I got up way early to do the job he told me to do. I just told him I have a need for working, I guess. For once, the farmer was impressed and went into town and asked if I could start feeding the animals. I was tired and from being up all night, so I then went up to the scarecrow and asked him if he would feed the animals while I get some shut-eye. I woke up at 9 a.m, not had much sleep. I came down and the farmer's wife asked if I'd done all these jobs. I was asked if I did all the jobs I was tasked with, feeding the animals and getting the animals fed. I thought the scarecrow is obeying me. He's like my slave, the silent slave. I took credit for a lot of what the scarecrow did. I was beginning to enjoy this too much. The farmer was impressed with me and told me next summer do I want a paid summer job here at the farm. I thought, yeah, why not? The final night was here. Final night was here, and before I washed up for supper, I went up to the scarecrow and thanked him for doing my jobs. I then asked if he wants anything in return, but he didn't answer. I then went in for supper. I then thought I'd give it one more try and asked the farmer and his wife what's with the evil-looking scarecrow in the cornfield. They told me to forget about it and not to mention it again. Then I went to bed and was ready to leave first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning, I thought when I get home I'm going to be glued to my Xbox and have a great catch-up with my buddies. I then turned out the light and went to sleep. Then, all of a sudden I woke up, and there he was, the scarecrow, looking right down at me with those empty eyes until some eyes rolled out, and then he had a pair of 2 human eyes. I then thought, has all this been some sick prank or something by some locals? And asked, who's in there? And opened the scarecrow's shirt. And I made a gruesome discovery. I saw a human ribcage and a beating heart and working organs. I was horrified at what I saw. He then dipped what now looked like a real human finger. He dipped it in and wrote in blood on the wall, I want my payment. I thought, what do you want? He pointed to what looked like his neck. I then realised he wanted my Breaking news. An 18-year-old boy was found dead in the farmer's house with his vocal cords ripped out of his throat. The farmer and his wife were arrested but later released due to lack of evidence, while the victim's killer is still at large. One year later, my mum gave me some stupid summer job at a farm. I heard all kinds of messed up shit about the farm, that people had been murdered there, and that 1 year ago a volunteer was murdered. I was sure as hell not staying in that room. I was greeted by the farmer. He gave me a tour and then left me to unpack. He told me I'm free to go anywhere on the farm grounds except the cornfield. With my work starting the next morning, I had another walk on my own. This time around the farm, I then had to see what was with the cornfield, so I walked inside and there I found a creepy looking scarecrow. I was freaked out by it, but then I turned around. I then said to myself, I wish someone could do all these dumb jobs for me so I don't have to. I then heard something say to me,
"As you wish."
I looked around and no one was there. I thought to myself, I need to get out of this cornfield before I get caught. I still don't know who said that though to me. As you wish. It couldn't have been the scarecrow, because scarecrows don't talk or walk. It could have been some local kids messing around with me. Anyway, I went to bed and woke up the next morning at bloody stupid o'clock. As I was about to feed the animals, I already saw someone already doing it, feeding the chickens. Turned around and it was the scarecrow. I looked and thought, who are you? He told me in a very toned voice,
"I am your slave."